By the time the Hamiltons had been on the road a while, the days had all begun to run together. There were wagon wheels, dusty roads, tired feet, and campfires that seemed to appear in a different place every night. Bob and Ina kept the family moving forward, one hard mile at a time, always believing that Arkansas held something better waiting for them. But for Gordon and Johnny, one of the best parts of the whole journey was not the wagons, or the adventure, or even the strange places they passed along the way. It was Ring. Ring was their little black dog, with that white ring of fur around his neck that made him easy to spot wherever he went. He had walked beside them, slept near them, and trotted along like he understood every bit of the trip. To the boys, Ring wasn't just a dog. He was family. At one stop along the way, the families took work picking cotton. It was hard, backbreaking work, but it gave them a little money and helped keep the journey going. Everyone did what they could. The adults worked. The children helped. And Ring, as always, stayed close by. But one day, when the cotton picking was done and the wagons were ready to move on, Ring was gone. At first, the boys thought he had just wandered off nearby. They called for him. They searched around the wagons. They looked behind the cotton rows and around the camp. Ring! Ring! But there was no little black dog running back to them. Bob searched too. He walked the fields and called out into the distance, hoping to see that familiar flash of white around Ring's neck. He looked longer than he probably had time for, because he knew what that dog meant to Gordon and Johnny. But the road was waiting, and Ring did not come back. For Gordon and Johnny, it felt like part of the journey had gone quiet. The trail seemed longer after that. The nights seemed colder. There was no Ring trotting beside their feet, no little dog curling up nearby when they stopped to rest. Still, the wagons had to keep moving. The weather turned bitter. Snow began to fall, and the road became harder than ever. The family pushed on through cold mornings and gray skies, with the wagons creaking forward and everyone bundled as best they could. There were no fancy comforts, no Christmas decorations, no warm house waiting with a tree and presents underneath it. Just two wagons, tired parents, cold children, and the long road into Arkansas. And then Christmas morning came. It did not look like much at first. The family was still poor. They were still far from the life they hoped to build, and the memory of Ring still hurt. But Bob Hamilton had been thinking ahead. Somehow, in the middle of all that hardship, Bob had managed to get a few peppermint sticks for the children. Not much, maybe, by ordinary standards. But on that cold Christmas morning, those peppermint sticks might as well have been treasure. One by one, the children received their candy. Bright peppermint stripes in little hands. A sweet taste after so many hard days. A tiny bit of joy in the middle of a long, difficult road. Gordon looked at his father, holding that peppermint stick like it was the finest gift in the world. And then he said, "Dad, this is the best Christmas we've ever had." Ina looked at Bob and agreed, because sometimes joy does not come wrapped in abundance. Sometimes it comes as a peppermint stick on a cold morning from a father who wanted his children to have something sweet to remember. The Hamiltons had known loss on that road, but Christmas still found them. And somehow, in the middle of hardship, grief, snow, and uncertainty, God gave them a little sweetness for the journey.